What if Earth suddenly began spinning twice as fast as it does right now? Days would shrink from 24 hours to just 12 hours total. Time itself wouldn't change, but our experience of it would feel completely different. Every activity would need to happen faster, from work to sleep to survival. Sunlight would come and go twice as fast, disrupting natural biological cycles instantly. Our bodies would struggle to adapt to shorter days and nights. But the real changes wouldn't just be about time or daylight. Faster rotation increases outward force, especially strongest around the equator. You would actually weigh less near the equator than you do now. And that difference would grow more extreme across the planet. Jet streams would accelerate, creating incredibly powerful wind systems. Storms would become stronger, faster, and far more unpredictable. Entire regions could be dominated by constant extreme weather. Some areas would experience near constant high-speed winds. Dry regions could turn into massive unrelenting dust storms. Rainfall patterns would shift dramatically, flooding some regions and drying others. Electrical storms could become more frequent and more intense. Weather as we know it would be completely transformed. Everyday life would become harder under constant atmospheric pressure. The oceans would begin redistributing toward the equator due to increased spin. Sea levels near the equator would rise significantly. Many coastal cities would be partially or completely submerged. Meanwhile, water would move away from the poles. New land could emerge near the poles as oceans shift. Earth's geography would begin to reshape itself. Ocean currents would accelerate dramatically. Waves could grow larger and more dangerous than ever before. Navigation across oceans would become far more difficult. Coastal regions would face constant environmental pressure. Marine life, from small reef fish to intricate invertebrates, would struggle to adapt to rapid environmental changes. Fragile ecosystems like coral reefs could collapse quickly. Species would begin migrating in search of stable conditions. Temperature zones in oceans would shift unpredictably. Slowly, the planet would try to find a new balance. Humans would begin adapting to survive in this new environment. Daily life would require protection from constant environmental stress. Farming would become extremely difficult under shortened sunlight cycles. Plants may not grow properly with limited exposure to sunlight. controlled environments would become essential for food production. Entire cities might move indoors to survive extreme conditions. Scientists would work to understand and predict long-term changes. Over generations, humans might even begin to adapt physically. Evolution can take a completely different direction. Eventually, Earth could stabilize into a new normal. Life would continue, but everything would feel unfamiliar. Because we would be living on a faster, more extreme planet. A world shaped by speed, force, and constant motion. And all of it caused by a simple change in rotation. What if something even faster pushed it further?